everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make vegan brown stew chicken. So what we're going to start with is some avocado oil. We're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons. I don't measure. Do what feels good to you. That's your business. We're going to let that heat up though. We're going to let it get hot. So we got us some yellow bell pepper, some red bell pepper, and some onion. And sorry, I do not have any green. The little pack I bought from Walmart didn't have no green in it. So we're going to work with what we got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute those and let them get soft first. I'm going to add a couple of potatoes, all right? So all right, so we chopped up our potatoes on the same plate. I'm going to go ahead and dash those in our pot with our vegetables. Right? So then next, I'm going to go ahead and, nope, that's the wrong one. Go ahead and put some garlic powder in here. Okay, onion powder. And, I just dropped it. You got to put some chicken in there. Because poultry seasoning, you know. You ain't got no chicken in there. How you going to get your flavor? And last but not least, and don't pick on my jar, but some allspice. Dang, I can't keep nothing in my hand. So this is where we're going to go in with our liquid. We got to cover up these potatoes. I like to use some veggie broth and water. You can use half and half, but you need about 3 cups of liquid to cover them. Okay, y'all. I actually put 2 cups of water in there. With that, probably like half a cup of veggie broth. If you have more, use more. Supposed to use thyme. If I were you, I would use a pinch of thyme because it really, I don't know. I've done this recipe a couple of times and too much thyme does not taste good. So if I would do a pinch, to be honest, because it's really strong. Maybe 2 pinches. Let's just say a 1/4 of a teaspoon maybe. You know, you don't want to put too much. I don't know why, but to me, and maybe it's because I'm just not iron, or maybe it's because I'm using the dried one. I don't know, but it's too much flavor. I put about 4 allspice balls in there, you see? They're kind of like in there. I forgot one more thing, some garlic. Forgot the garlic powder. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these potatoes cook down. So I'm gonna cook them probably for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to give them a chance to get soft, and then I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I'm back. So we're going to put some garlic in there because, you know, like I said, I had forgot. So you might want to put like a tablespoon in there. If you really like it, you know, a tablespoon and a half. All right, and so now I've let these potatoes cook down a little. So they're not like done, but they're soft. So now I'm going to go ahead and incorporate. Then what we're going to do, I take some jackfruit from the can. Any canned jackfruit that you like. You can normally find it at the Asian store. It's in brine. And I marinate it in the brown stew seasoning. I actually marinated this all day. And give me this right here, guys. So I marinated it in here all day. About a good 8 hours. And what you're going to do, oh, dang, I should have did that. Yeah, I just lost my brown stew right there, y'all. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this out, and I'm actually going to chop it up. Y'all don't need to see the chopping process, so I'll be back. All right, so that's chopped up like that right there. So I'm going to stir that in. And what I'm going to do is, I am going to let that all cook together. And you know what else I forgot? One more thing. I totally forgot to put some Lawry's in there. So I don't measure. Go to your liking. You know what, you know, salt flavors you can take. Lawry's is salty seasoning salt. So I forgot to put that in there, but I feel like now is not no better of a time to put it in there than now, right? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to let that cook down. Let all the flavors get together. So I'm going to let this cook for another 10 or 15 minutes. Let the potatoes finish getting soft, and let that jackfruit kind of like break down a little bit in there. And we'll be back. All right, so all right, this is here on the cross one. Let me stop. All right, so excuse me. So this only been cooking for a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes. So this is where you actually want to taste your flavors, because this is like the end. So I got a little floor. I just want to give a little sauce just to see what we're working with. Okay, so for me that's good. So for me the taste is perfect. So our potatoes is still a little hard, so of course you still want to cook that down some more. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go in with us about a tablespoon of ketchup. Y'all already know I don't measure. So do it how you want. I will leave a description of ingredients and how much I believe I use in the description down below. But what we're going to do is mix that in. We're actually going to let this simmer down on low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't want it to cook too long, because when it comes to this ketchup, you don't want the ketchup to give off a burnt flavor. So you don't want it to cook too long, because so this is like your last step. So once that's simmered, what I'm going to do now is go in with about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of brown sugar, because the ketchup does give off a tart flavor. Not sure if it's because there's no meat in there or what have you. I know that some Jamaicans start off with a sugar base. That I don't do, because once again, that sugar can burn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to mix the sugar in, and then I'm going to cut the stove off, but I'm going to leave the pot on the aisle and let it all cool down together. It's going to continue to cook, but once again, you don't want that sugar and that ketchup to give off a burnt flavor. So while that's simmering down, cooling off, to an eatable level, I'm going to go ahead and and make my sides, rice or whatever. And that's it. There you have it. My brown stew chicken, y'all. Enjoy.